Hello, guys, and welcome to Crick Zenify. I'm your host here is Pratik, and today we are here with the cricket experts from our panel. First of all, let's go to Raj Bhai, a sports commentator and a cricket analyst. Same with Anand Bhai also, the cricket analyst. Sagar also, cricket analyst. Our group of cricket analysts here, and one more BCCI level one umpire with us, Roman Bhai. Welcome to everyone, and today we are gonna discuss about the yesterday's thriller event that has happened in Punjab, M. Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bangalore between Royal Challengers Bangalore and Punjab Kings, and also we are gonna discuss about the double header in the mid-season way within the Gujarat Titans and Delhi Capitals, also with Rajasthan Royals and Lucknow Super Giants. So first of all, let us discuss about the yesterday's match between Royal Challengers Bangalore and Punjab Kings. First, Rajbhai, you the batting collapses over and over. Not a new thing with RCB, but the way Team David handled the situation and he carried with the help of tailenders. In the end over, he smashed three sixes and a double to reach a competitive score within the 14 overs of play. Your views on his inning?
Simple. Uh, on a funnier note, like if you ask me, we just have to change each and every single player's name to Tim David, and we have to tell them you only have 14th and 15th over left. Last 2 overs is what Tim David is actually scoring. And if you ask me on a cricket analysis part, the thing is like what exactly I have seen is like the batting collapse only what we are seeing is at Chinnaswamy Stadium only, but not outside the games. I mean, away games, RCB is performing they're showing that they're one of the most potential teams to be in the top four position. Now, again, coming back to yesterday, I mean, the rain was there. I mean, the dampness was also there in the pitch. It's just that, like, two of the top opening batsmen, like whom RCB was most dependent, was Virat Kohli and also on Phil Salt. We never expected both of them to fall so cheaply. If either of Virat Kohli coming ahead or Phil Salt would have been given that particular contribution, we have seen in the last match also. And I was a little bit surprised the way they have handled the situation of Devdutt Padikkal. I'm not really sure like why did they left him at the first position, because Suresh Sharma, we know that he's not going to bat. Why did even like let him, I mean, inside? That's the only concern and the question right now for each and every single fan out there. All of a sudden, Devdutt Padikkal was being left out. Not really sure. I know the game situation was brought down to 14 overs, but that doesn't mean that like if there is a batting collapse, he's the guy who has actually saved you from many occasions when you are playing in the away games. You should have trusted him, but you did not give him any particular option. Well and good. But again, instead of like Devdutt Padikkal, if you have not impacted Manoj Pandey in almost at the end of the game, okay, so you could have included him in the first go and then give him the chance, like ask him like, okay, Manoj, this is your role. We are promoting you at this particular situation. Use Devdutt Padikkal wisely, saying like you will be playing in the away games. Manoj Pandey, you know this particular ground. You will be playing at home. If you don't want, because we don't have any left-hand combinations at the top. Again, entire batting order was shuffled yesterday, right? And we could not able to see so much of contributions from Livingston altogether. That's what I'm thinking. Like, I mean, Livingston in the last couple of matches also, 3 matches, he has flopped in 2 matches. Again and again, why you are giving him the chance? Get in Sharfan Rutherford, who can actually give you additional 2 more overs, especially if you're trusting on the pace. You're not doing that either. The only thing what exactly is happening right now is again and again and again and again and again and again the flop shows. That's the only concern like what RCB is facing at home. Forget about like take everything out. When you're going into the ground, remember you're playing a normal cricket match, no matter what is the venue. Yes, the condition should be understood for each and every single person. But when you're playing at home, you carry something in your bag saying like what, okay, I'm playing at Chinnaswamy. I am losing all the matches from last like 1 year or so. None of the home teams have could able to win. Apart from, I mean, like I was just going through certain stats for last 1 year. From, I mean, the last match what we won in the franchise cricket was against Chennai. None of the teams won at Bangalore, who is having a what representing the home team. Same, for example, for WPL. Same example for the another franchisee cricket. Karnataka's gem Maharaja Trophy as well. There also Bangalore Blasters was in final, but they could not able to win that particular match. Also, Mysore Warriors came and won it. There is a jinx which is happening that you need to carry and leave everything behind your screen. That's when you are going to play your natural cricket. We never seen Virat Kohli, having so much of backdrops till now. Okay, that's how much like each and every single fan was actually frustrated in the stadium and also outside the stadium. That's exactly what I wanted to say. Okay, so now uh, we just need to analyze that particular thing. I'm sorry, I might have told Sherfain Rutherford. Uh, I instead of that, I should have told Ramaria Shepherd. Okay, so I'm correcting that as well. So now, RCB need to do this kind of things. Then only they could actually come out of this particular frustration. Nevertheless, we still have another 4 more home matches. Might be that might be again a something miraculous thing also if they come back. But as of now, the body language of each and every single player. Yesterday they were looking. Apart from couple of players, like what I've seen, the complete enthusiasm and other things is like Virat Kohli was again pumped up on the field. I was there in the stadium watching each and every single movements of each and every single player, how exactly they behave, how exactly the body language of each and every single players are there. Now, after going that, observing each and every single wicket, no matter what, the top wickets, again, like yesterday, we told Shreyas Iyer might not able to perform at Bangalore because we know the kind of record he's holding at Bangalore. He was being sent away by Josh Hazlewood. Again, all credits, like the way they have been bowling. If you're trusting more on a pace bowling, you have to do some kind of a fine tune for RCB, then automatically everything will come into picture. That is taking a delay, and you have already passed a midway of the IPL season, and it is too long right now. If you can't fine tune it right now, you might be thinking that I don't want to change my batting order or something like that. Why can't you get in one more foreign player inside in the likes of Jacob Bethel, who can actually give you, if you are not trusting anybody, any Indian player, get in Jacob Bethel. I know in the comment section, the people from Karnataka will bash me saying like you are not supporting local players. But the thing is like somewhere down the line, I'm also looking at a positive things for RCB, that only one particular jinx which can actually save you. Leave if you don't want like Livingston, get in Jacob Bethel. Give him a particular chance. Let him also score. That's exactly what is required from RCB right now. You just have to fine tune that small little things. You brought him in the auction for 2.3 crores, making him sit in the dugout, watch all the proceedings, and give him nothing. That is not going to be accepted. You have a potential. I'm not making to shuffle the entire playing level. You know, Livingston is not being contributing. I know he's a big hitter, but on the back end, Jacob Bethel is also coming out with the same kind of reputation, the kind of numbers what he has scored with his bat. The bat is actually talking for him, but not him. But it's a game of cricket. Every single day, look at the youngsters, like how other teams are actually involving in each and every single match. Nehal Wadhera, all of a sudden, like last year, he was playing with a different franchisee. Now he's playing with the Punjab Kings. The way he has outplayed RCB, right? He was counter-attacking Bhuvneshwar Kumar, one of the most veterans in this particular game, right? Give youngsters a chance. Everybody have an ABC plan for, because now the cricket, the people, whatever who are watching, the dimensions have been changed completely. They know how exactly I need to get out a particular person out. They do the video analysis. Every single cricket analyst who are a part of XYZ team will be going out there and showing them, okay, boss Livingston, this is the way he gets out. Look at this. You need to ball him in this particular area. You will get him out. Get some unknown names. For Priyan Charya also, like the way he scored century against the Chennai Super Kings was something miraculous. He was hitting against a world-class bowler, Matisha Patirana. Come on, man. He's an youngster, just an 18, 19 years old guy, coming and smashing a world-class bowler like Patirana. You need to do something like this. I'm not saying this as a matter of frustration, but Yeah.
Yes, it's just complete. It just complete.
I mean, the thing is like, if you ask me, I'll speak all throughout the day, but I just like wanted to control my emotions because the way certain things like we all go as a fans, like we watch the game as a fan, but at the down the line we understand, being a cricket analyst and a commentator, we know how exactly the pain will be for each and every single people who watch the game of a cricket. We understand like somewhere it was actually looking like 42 for 6. Okay, so deep down, I mean, it's an yesterday was also a happy birthday for IPL. It was 18 years. Okay, the first match went for 222. The second match is not even crossing 100. I mean, like what? At least like if they have shown some kind of great determination, like showing like I need to be there, I need to do something, then it would have made some kind of sense for any of the cricketing fans. There are 40,000 fans waiting for you to watch the match in the rain. They did not go away till 8:30, 9 o'clock. The match started at 9:45. Still, each and every single person in the stadium was waiting for the first ball to be bowled. That's how the passionate fans are at Bangalore. All credit goes to the Chinnaswamy Stadium and I mean staff and everything. But what to say?
Definitely.
Okay, carry on. I'll come back later.
Definitely a true passionate fans from Bangalore for RCB. We all know that they are famous for their loyal support to the team. And also, as you mentioned, jokes. I had a meme related to it that RCB last won the match in Chinnaswamy against CSK. So the curse started there. RCB has lost 7 matches, RCB franchise overall, and 7 for a reason. So I hope the eighth one will go in favor of RCB. So jokes apart, I want to know some thoughts from Sagar about the first inning bowling from Punjab Kings. The well execution of bowling plans from Arshdeep, Yuzvendra Chahal, and Marco Janssen. The short of lane bowlings from him was really on point, and also the one batting fault I would say that the no support for Tim David. We can say that the openers may fail, the middle order may fail, but only one guy has played more than 10 balls in that batting lineup. No Jitesh, no Virat, no Salt, only Rajat Patidar. That shot from Rajat Patidar, when you can count on him, when you are facing a spin maestro like Yuzvendra Chahal, he is a really good spin player. So, about his shot selection and the bowling of Punjab Kings, more from you.
Yes, I think after because the pitch was under covers for I think almost 2 days because it was raining in Bangalore for the past 2 days, especially in the night. So I think that is where the pitch gave a lot of help for bowlers, and that is where Punjab capitalized. We saw this short of length bowls, and then there was also some kind of a tennis ball bounce as well. So I think RCB didn't particularly adapt, and I would say not just this match, even in the previous two matches also, that's what we saw. One mistake that RCB is doing in Chinnaswamy Stadium is that they are playing upon reputation. What they are doing is they know that in Chinnaswamy, when you're playing, you have to score 220, 230. I'm going hard for it. But come on, at the end of the day, that's what we have been specifying in Cricks and if especially when we have previews for Sunrisers Hyderabad or KKR that, play the conditions, play according to the pitch, look at the pitch and then go for your shots. But RCB is also doing the same mistake. We saw that in the previous match, a previous RCB's match when it was in Jaipur, the ball was keeping really low. We saw how Salt adapted to it. We saw how Virat adapted to it. They paced their innings really, really well. And yesterday, what we saw, I mean, it was just, I would rather say it was just blind slogging. It looked like, they were just there like, okay, I've come to Chinnaswamy. I'm just going to hit every ball out of the park, and that is not going to work out. We saw the lens from Arshdeep Singh, we saw the lens from Xavier Bartlett, and then even Marco Jansen as well. I think they were spot on, and especially even the fielding as well. We saw that not even one catch was dropped. They took all those catches, and I mean, totally, it was a complete effort team effort from Punjab Kings. And also to add on, again, it was the spin maestro, the man Yuzvendra Chahal, who knows Chinnaswamy ground so well. I don't think any other spinner knows this ground so well. He also bowled really well. The thing he did was he was giving flight, and that is his biggest strength. And that is what I think Krunal Pandya and Suyash, they didn't do it. That is where RCB's bowling came short. I would say RCB was, again, their bowling was really good. We saw that with Josh Hazlewood, Bhuvi, and Bhuvi as well in the initial stages, what we saw. But as spinners, I think what Yuzi Chahal did, that is what Suyash and Krunal also had to do, that give flight and bowl a bit slower in the air. But I think that is what they did not do. And one more thing, what I wanted to add is, I think Rajbhai gave a very good perspective about, from an analyst side, that I would like to give fans perspective. I literally saw videos where there were fans who were literally telling that we are paying around 2,000, 3,000 for the tickets, and then in black also they are paying about 6,000, 7,000, and we are not here to see such kind of an performance from the RCB players, because when we see it in the away games, it looks like a totally different side. It looks like they can beat any team in the world. Even a dominant side in the world can be beaten by RCB when they're playing away from home. I don't know what happens when they come back to home. I would say that curse is an overused word, is what I would say. They might talk about all of these, what do you call, home haven, etc., etc. I totally believe that it is an approach that they have to change. It is basically that you look at the pitch and then play according to the pitch, and that is very, very important as cricketers, because all of them there, I think, except for Yash Dayal and Suyash Sharma, all of them have played for their respective international sides. They have a good amount of experience, so obviously they know different kinds of conditions. They know how to play according to the conditions, and that is why they are picked by IPL sides as well, and for big amounts. You see someone like a Livingston who's picked for 8 crores. I mean, what kind of a shot was that? Your team has already lost 3 wickets. They are about 20 runs in just somewhere around 4 or 5 overs. It's a 14 overs game, and that was not the kind of shot you need to play. You need to be responsible out there. And I don't know, I'm just short of words with the kind of batting performance. And but one good thing I would say as an RCB fan, that after seeing for so many years, finally their bowling has improved a lot. And I think this is a very good positive sign for RCB, that bowling has finally improved, and those purchases for RCB have been spot on in the auction, that they got different kinds of bowlers in the form of Josh Hazlewood, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Yash Dayal, and then I think spinner is again where it lacks, but something that can be improved. And definitely going ahead from the next match, which is tomorrow, Livingston should be dropped. I don't see him playing anymore. Please send him back to England. He's not needed anymore in this team now. Bring in either a Jacob Bethel or a Romario Shepherd in place of him. I would rather say Romario Shepherd. Promote Tim David ahead in the order, because he's capable of doing what he does. We saw it yesterday when he got 26 balls, he can score 50. Imagine if he gets about 10, 15 balls more, he can capitalize more, he can get the run rate going as well at a very good strike rate. And again, Romario Shepherd is also very good, proven finisher. His bowling might not be that effective, but again, since we are seeing those batting collapses in Chinnaswamy, I think such kind of power hitters are needed out there. Uh, yeah, that is
Forget
it.
about
RCB's.
forget about the power hitters. You know you have a strength in your team in the likes of Romario Shepherd, and you have a left-hand batsman who can actually change and spoil the rhythm of the bowlers. That's a basic common sense which each and every single franchisee need to have. Why you're not doing it? That's my simple question, right? Understanding the concepts, understanding the name and a fame, like where exactly you have been brought a certain players in the auction. You have done a beautiful job at the auction, no matter what, but still a failure after failure, a failure after failure. I'm not saying just because of a couple of failures, but I still feel that either Romario Shepherd or Jacob Bethel could actually do the job of what Livingston is doing right now. Right? Phil Salt again is doing a tremendous job as an opener. His role is to just accelerate the innings. He's doing it perfectly no matter what. Hazlewood delivering at the right time. Tim David delivering at the death, which we were lacking as the finishers. Okay, Jitesh Sharma, like we brought him again for some like crores. He's not delivering what exactly it is not supposed to be done at a minimum time. I can't actually depend upon one or two players. I'm seriously like lacking in the middle order right now. I can't completely depend upon the captain Rajat Patidar. I can't completely depend upon Phil Salt. I can't completely depend upon Virat Kohli. You have rightly mentioned, as a fan's perspective, I have been watching at the stadium. I know it is right to say in the podcast, saying like what the tickets at this Chinnaswamy Stadium is being sold at the black, but we can't do anything. The fans are so crazy and the passionate about the game. They just want to watch the game. They just want to keep supporting whatever the franchisee who actually drop into the Chinnaswamy Stadium. But still, what exactly the result? What we are getting? Again, we are coming into the situation in trying and blaming the management. No, that's not going to work. Relax, guys. RCB is doing RCB things at home. Simple.
Absolutely, what Rajbhai and
Yes,
Sagar
rightly
Bhai have
brought in
said.
by Rajbhai that, I think Jacob Bethel also brings in that left-handed option. So yes, definitely that change is expected, but not taking away any credit from Punjab Kings. I think their plans were spot on. They bowled really well. And again, in terms of batting, their shot selections were also not so good, but we saw what Nehal Wadhera did. I think he adapted really well. He played according to the situation, and then he knew whom to attack, what balls to attack, and that's what he did really, really well. So I think, yes, Punjab Kings is a team to beat this year. And yeah, that is it from my side. And if I can take this question, that do you think pitches in Chinnaswamy should be curated in such a way that it is a belter like it used to be here, given that the bowling attack of yeah, I think yes, the suggestion given by cricket analysts, somewhere I agree according to it, because from past so many years we have seen Chinnaswamy being a belter, and this year somewhere that has not been the case. And this year when RCB has made such kind of a team, somewhere they aren't getting that kind of a pitch. But again, it is important that whatever pitch you get, you shouldn't, at the end of the day, you shouldn't blame the curator out there that, why have you given me such kind of a pitch? At the end of the day, you are playing at such a big level. You are all international cricketers out there. You should adapt to the conditions, and then you should play according to the pitch at the end of the day. But yes, obviously, if you can ask the curator to do the same, definitely you can go ahead and ask them to make a belter, so that you have a team to play such kind of an aggressive cricket. You have a bowling unit who can defend those scores. So yeah, I think this suggestion is valid, and definitely RCB can go ahead with it.
I mean, we can still go. I mean, what exactly curator can do? Like when you're going at Chennai, you see the similar kind of pitch and you beat Chennai at Chepauk. What's happening at your home?
Absolutely, there must be some kind of things in the pitch, but I'm not
Don't say
sensing
black
that the
magic and
batting.
all those things will come.
No, bhai, no, literally no. But the point that cricket analyst put here, that RCB curators must be preparing for belters. I think it's a good plan, because this year's bowling lineup consisting of Josh Hazlewood, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Yash Dayal, who has been experienced in playing on this wickets, Suyash Sharma, Krunal Pandya.
Yeah.
So this bowling lineup is better than the previous ones. So it can be a good signs for RCB if they do so, because this bowling lineup is capable of defending 200 and 220. Rajbhai is saying no. But I want to know more from Anand Bhai about the innings. I just want to clear one stat, that RCB has become the team that has lost most matches in a single venue. That is, the number is 46, and they have won 42. So this is not a ratio which is about 50%, less than 50%. And yesterday the reason was Nehal Wadhera in batting from Punjab Kings. The short selections, no, wanted to know more from Anant Bhai, how well he planned his innings.
Yeah, as you said, Chinnaswamy, home ground for RCB, it's a bigger nemesis for them, where they are losing more than winning, which is definitely hurting them from past 18 seasons. So this time, as just Sagar mentioned, asking curator to do a belter of pitch, irrespective of pitch, the conditions, till now they have got the best bowling attack of RCB for considering all the seasons, so they can defend any score. So it's up to batsmen to set a certain kind of target. At least if it is 20 over game, even if the score 160 170, they have got the bowlers who can defend it. And even yesterday match, if RCB had just used a prevailed some common sense and scored some 120, the balls would definitely have defended. So that's where they are lagging. Again, they are depending upon Phil Short, Kohli, and Rajat Patidar. So when you have batsmen of 6 to 7 batsmen and depending upon again 3 batsmen, which has been with them from past 17 years, so I think that's repeating again, which is definitely hurting them. And again, coming to Punjab, even as the target was very small, like 96, so already RCB are behind the 8 ball, and the bowlers did a really pretty good job and to take the match till the 13th over. So that's a great thing. But again, Nehal Wadhera just mentioned, he just did not panic. Even while facing Suresh Sharma, he faced 4 dot balls. And then he just expected, he's just bowling googly. Then he went one with a reverse sweep, which went for a 4. And then he anticipated next ball would going to be a leg spinner. So he just stepped down and just hit it over the mid-on for 6. So then he just took the calculated risks, which actually RCB batsmen failed to do it. Of course, I do agree with Virat and Salt. The matchup against Ashdeep, as I mentioned yesterday, it was not working, and Ashdeep had the advantage over them. And once the 2 wicket fell, it was up to Patidar and Liam Livingston to just use the common sense, played out few overs, and then they could accelerate it, and then maybe team did come and finished. But that the common sense didn't prevail. They just went for hitting the balls to the boundaries, which led to the downfall.
Yes, absolutely. If the pitch is bit having sticky bounce, then the basics says that play all the shots as much as possible along the ground. Keep your bat down, keep your bat face down, and play shots along the ground. But the mistakes that did RCB batters was they have in mind that to target the shorter boundaries. If they can clear the shorter boundaries, it's a well-deserved 6. But it was not an usual day for RCB. Anirudh, over to you about so I need some short explanation about what changes are you expecting in RCB lineup, because the next match is also going to happen with Punjab already, and on the same ground. Sorry, not same ground, but in the home ground of Punjab, that is Mullanpur. What changes are you expecting in RCB team? Short explanation, please.
Yeah, actually, just now posted a comment like as everyone was saying, I think Liam Livingston should be replaced by Romario Shepherd, because Romario Shepherd also gives a bowling option and he can also be a finisher. Already they are having Tim David, who is doing really well. So if they can add Romario Shepherd, then Jitesh Sharma, Tim David, Romario Shepherd, batting depth will increase, and maybe they can use impact player like in these kind of conditions. Yesterday, maybe they could have used impact player as Razik Dar Salam. They used Manoj Bandige as the impact player, but since it was assisting the pacers a lot, and Hazlewood was bowling well, Bhuvneshwar Kumar was bowling well, even Dayal was bowling well, some bounce pace it was assisting. So maybe Razik Salam could have made a difference yesterday in those kind of conditions. But as you asked me, in Mullanpur also it will be Mullanpur. It will be completely different conditions to Chinnaswamy. There also, I think it will be assisting the bowlers. So maybe they can bring in Razik Dar Salam into the playing 11 and maybe give him an opportunity how he can, whether he can make a difference. But apart from that, as I said, Romario Shepherd should come in.
Yes, some valuable additions to the RCB playing 11 is what they need to succeed in future. So that's all for the review session of the match between Royal Challengers Bangalore and Punjab Kings. Let's start
Actually,
with the
actually,
yes,
one person is silently waiting who is in the middle right now.
yes,
So
yes,
asking like
yes.
when will I get a chance? When will I get a chance? Patiently waiting. But yeah, yes,
it's
Ramin bhai.
it's the end of their patience, because I want to head over to him directly for the preview session of Gujarat Titans and Delhi Capitals. As we know that the match is going to in his hometown, that is Gujarat. He is from Gujarat. So over to you, Roman bhai, about this match. I need a overall preview from you.
Think first of all, two table of the table toppers clash we are expecting here in Ahmedabad. In tremendous heat, you can expect that temperature going to rise around 42 degrees in the noon games. So, considering both the squads and the pitch conditions, I'm definitely sure that both teams do possess the great spinners in the likes of Akshar Patel, Kuldeep Yadav, and Vipraj Nigam. DC is a formidable side who can spin the ball really well. Whereas we are seeing in this GT side, we have R Sai Kishore is the fine for them this season, and they're controlling in a good manner as of now. Both the teams have done a good job throughout the course of the tournament. They have done exceptionally right things. DC, just having a habit of winning a game from the mouth of that losses. We have seen the first game where they have chased above the 200 and in a super over, the almost lost game they have won. And on the other side, Gujarat Titans are doing the steady things. I think they are replicate their seasons of 2022 and 2023. Generally, we can expect that this is the afternoon game, and we might find the red soil and just a bit of mixture of black soil as well, which will be tend to be a good for the betting. I guess we can expect that it will be run going to be a score around 180, and maybe it going to cross 200 as well. Considering the both the team possess the bowling attack, and they both have the capabilities of defend that particular target, I guess. More importantly, this is the good season for both of the teams, and just because of that day game, we might see the team won the toss can bat first rather than chasing. We have seen that kind of a comfortness during the first inning, post a good total, just restrict them in between overs and upcome try to get win on the board. Both teams want to like to especially GT want to enter in a 10-point club, I guess, and just try to secure that particular thing. And at the home, we see that GT is definitely a formidable side. Again, this will be going to a contest between the top orders of the team. I guess GT, that it's look like really tough to get out trade of someone like Sai Sudarshan, and DC is suffering from a blow of Faf. Generally, we have seen in the press conference that Akshar is mentioning the half is going to play today's game. Otherwise, they also have a good settled middle order, I guess. Abhishek Porel is doing a good job. KL, only the form, the concern they do possess is the JFM. It will be quite tough to see that whether he's going to get any chance in tonight's game. When it comes to the bowling department, the sorted bowling lineups, and it will be a good class to watch out in a note, I guess.
Yes, definitely. On Ahmedabad's pitch, I would ask Rajbhai about the both the teams having a solid bowling lineups. For DC, it is Mitchell Stark, Mukesh Kumar, Mohit Sharma, and for Gujarat Titans, as they have been the one of the best bowling lineups of the this tournament, Mohammad Siraj, Prasidh Krishna, Ishan Sharma as impact, or Arshad Khan. Your thoughts about the bowling lineups of both the teams?
I mean, if you ask me, both the teams are done a good job. Okay, like nobody ever would have ever thought, like when GT have gone for Mohammad Siraj for 10 crores, right? So, like initially, like in our, I mean, not in this Crick75, but offline, we were discussing a lot of things, like the way he was there, especially when you are in a likes of Ahmedabad or something like that. So in Ahmedabad, what exactly it happens is like it actually assists the fast bowlers. So that's the reason why, like the look at the squad, like uh, Mohammad Siraj, you also have. Sorry, I'm not getting the names right now. 1 minute. I mean, Mohammad Siraj, you have. Okay, so especially like when you are getting these kind of players and when you have solid players in your team who can actually give you a solid things. Prasidh Krishna, okay, having with he actually makes use of his height beautifully, making and make the ball to move into the both the sides. In the opposite side also you have Mitchell Stark having delivering from the top with his height, making use of his best advantage. Okay, so you can't get a better combination for both the teams. Like it might be a top two battles, and I'm also looking at these two teams potentially to be in the playoffs as well, because that's one kind of natural game which both the teams are actually doing right now. No matter what fan base you have for RCB and other things, but the best cricket which has been played so far in this particular tournament is by both the teams. Okay, somewhere Punjab, if you look at them in the last two matches, like what exactly happened, why I wanted to bring this particular point is that nobody has actually brought this up. Okay, so uh, especially like when you could not able to defend when you are crossing 226, right? And all of a sudden, with your luck, you won the match against KKR, right? Defending that 113. Like everybody at one particular stage, the way Ankush Raghuvanshi was playing, he was smashing every single bowler. But somewhere Ajinkya Rane failed at this particular junction, right? Now, the only teams who are performing right now at this particular, tournament is that it's only Gujarat Titans and as well as what Delhi Capitals, right? Now we can't do anything. Both the teams have been looking formidable. The fast bowling attack, they have done a beautiful job. And opposite side, bowling, batting also, we have consistent batting lineup for both the teams. Karun Nair, okay, you also have like what, Fab du Plessis also coming into the lights, KL Rahul. Just look at the batting lineup both the teams are actually having. Sorry, I'm like little bit fumbling, but yeah, but the thing is like the message is actually this, right? And we have a comment, sir. Will DC persist on JFMG? If they drop him, who will actually replace him? The answer is right. Faf du Plessis, because he actually brings in that kind of experience for you to stabilize that collapse. Because JFM, who has been performing so well in his previous season, but this season he has all been gone out for a single digit. It can't be expected from an opener who has actually been brought and have been retained by the franchisee for yourself, right? It's not been accepted. Now the bowlers, if you ask me, the fast bowling attack, Arshad Khan, Mohammad Siraj, Prasidh Krishna from Gujarat Titans, they have been doing a tremendous job. On the other side, you also have what, Mitchell Starr, Mohit Sharma, Mukesh Kumar. What a talent these young people have turning out to be. Why I'm saying young, they even though they're getting aged, they're looking as solid as a wine.
Yes, definitely. I want to ask Anand Bhai about the question if JFMG is dropped. I have one suggestion for that. If one name is Donovan Ferreira in DC lineup. As we know that KL Rahul can open alongside with Abhishek Poral, as Abhishek is doing really good. They can support their middle order with the addition of Donovan Ferreira, which is coming from a really good season in SA20 this year with Joburg Super Kings. So he can be a potential replacement for JFM, not in opening but in middle order. For Anand Bhai, I want to ask about the key players that will be who will be the key players from both the sides in batting, bowling in this match.
Key player again would be for Delhi. It would be KL Rahul. So someone, it's since it's a bowler shootout, so someone who can hold the one end and play the bowlers and get the score which is defendable. So that would be KL Rahul. And bowling would be again Kuldeep Yadav and Mitchell Stark. So Mitchell Stark, he bowling against Gill and Josh Butler, he would be having an advantage since both would struggle for the incoming delivery. So he would be having that advantage against those two, the top order of Bharat, who are very consistent. And again, Sai Sudarshan is one player who could be that person for Gujarat who can take them home. There's an interesting stat of regarding Sai Sudarshan. Since Sai Sudarshan has batted 26 times in power play and has been dismissed only 4 times and has an average of 105. So it's the best in the IPL history. So that speaks the volumes of talent that Sai Sudarshan possesses, and he's a key player coming for Gujarat. And in terms of bowling, it would be Mohammad Siraj. And since it's a day game, and I think they will be do it, the toss won't result. So it would be the best that we see today because they don't be advantage for a second team batting. So as per me, it's a great match, and may the best team win, and the team which handles the bowlers but would definitely win this match since it's a bowler shootout.
I have one question to ask. Okay, so a comment which has been done by our viewer. First, he goes on to say, "Sir, will DC persist on JFMG? If they drop him, who will replace him?" The counter question what he asked is, and DC is on the top of the table, is it ideal to drop JFMG from their lineup? Making changes is not a good team for a team morale. Pratik bhai, you answer for this question.
Firstly, he is asking why is DC persisting with the JFMG, and
Correct.
is a good option that JFMG should drop. It will affect the team's morale. I don't know if
Correct.
he is answering to you himself, but as I already answered, about if Faf is fit, then he will definitely replace JFMG. If not, then one other option is Donovan Ferreira. As we have seen him, he is a really good hitter of six, and in these big grounds. In these big grounds, a big six hitter like him and a gun fielder like him is very much that DC will look upon. I want to ask Anirudh also the same question. The key players from his side, from both the sides, what will be the key players for you, Anirudh, today?
Yeah, definitely. From the Delhi Capitals, Abhishek Porel has been batting really well. Actually, if you see, even in the run chase against Mumbai Indians, he was looking good. He built a good partnership with Karun Nair, and in the previous match also he scored 49. So Abhishek Porel will be a player to watch out, and also KL Rahul, Tristan Stubbs, and Akshar Patel, Ashutosh Sharma. These are all players to watch out. Actually, they're going to do really well for Delhi. And also coming to the bowling, they are having Vipraj Nikam is there. Kuldeep Yadav is there. I was actually surprised, like Vipraj Nikam bowled only 1 over in the previous match against Rajasthan Royals. They could have given him more overs because he has been doing really well. He has picked up 2 wickets every match before that. So he is also a quality leg spinner. So from Delhi, these players will really do good today. And in fact, Kuldeep Yadav and Akshar Patel are having some good matchups also against Josh Butler. So definitely those matchups will be because Kuldeep Yadav and Akshar Patel, both of them have dismissed Josh Butler 3 times. So that will be matchups to watch out. And from Gujarat Titans also, like the top three has been really doing the job. But the only concern is like the middle order of Gujarat Titans. I think they couldn't. I think they got exposed a lot the previous match. After opening partnership of 120, I think the middle order couldn't continue the momentum, and that is why they finished only with 180 because at one stage they were looking like they will cross 200. So maybe that middle order can be a little weakness to exploit as far as Delhi Capitals is concerned. But definitely, that once again for Gujarat Titans, I would say the top three batters are the batters to watch out for. And also bowling wise, Sai Kishore, Mohammad Siraj, Prasidh Krishna. So need to watch out for these players.
What happened, Pratik bhai? Kiran,
What happened?
sorry, Sagar, take over.
That's muted actually.
So we had
Who
a
mute?
pretty good preview about Gujarat versus Delhi's match. So I think we'll straight up come to the predictions of this match. So I'll start with Rajbhai, Gujarat or Delhi.
दिल दिल्ली बोल रहा है, मन गुजरात बोल रहा है.
We don't want diplomatic answers or who bats
राजभाई
second or
क्या
who
बोल
wins the toss
रहे
wins the match. We
राजभाई
want
क्या बोल रहे
one particular team.
राजभाई
So far my
राजस्थान मत
prediction,
बोल देना, वो बीच में है.
वो बाद में आएगा ना.
So yes, okay. So we'll finish with the predictions of this. So Rajbhai, one team, Gujarat or Delhi?
So far my afternoon predictions have gone wrong, so I'll go with Delhi today.
Okay. So Anand Bhai, Gujarat or Delhi?
Gujarat.
Gujarat. Okay. 1-1. Anirudh Bhai, Gujarat or Delhi?
Delhi.
Delhi. Okay. Roman Bhai, Gujarat or Delhi?
Gujarat.
Okay. So we have a 2-2 balance. So I would go
Pratik,
ahead with
Pratik bhai.
supporting Delhi, and lastly Pratik Bhai, if you're there, Gujarat or Delhi?
I am sensing it will be Gujarat because it's their home ground. Go Gujarat.
Okay, so we have a 3-3 balance in the panel. So Gujarat 3 and Delhi 3. So yes,
Who told
Pratik bhai
Gujarat?
wanted to add on something.
Who told Gujarat? One more.
Gujarat is Raman bhai, Anant bhai and Pratik bhai.
Okay.
Delhi is me, Raj bhai and Anirudh. Yes,
Awade,
so now
Awade.
it is rightly poised.
Okay.
We have a
Okay.
good fans of
Yes.
Anirudh, People are commenting. I think Mahesh Bro is going to follow him a lot.
Let's see if it will be Roar Macha or Avade for today's match. Let's head over to the next match, which is going to play at the night between Rajasthan Royals and Lucknow Super Giants. The two teams, and the one is in the middle of the table, one is still finding the rhythm. I want to ask Raj Bhai about the Rajasthan Royals planning. What are they missing? What are they missing? And what changes they should do in the approach to the games?
Just give me a minute. Okay, if you ask me, like what exactly Rajasthan has been doing is like they have been consistently not been performing. The thing is like consistently changing the batting orders. Whatever the time you see, somewhere they have Nitish Rana coming in at number 3, number 4. Like you have, they're still sticking on to that particular combination as like right hand and left hand combination. That is not going to work out. Like if you have a proper batting role which has been assigned for Rajasthan Royals, then I think they are one of the best teams in the league. But unfortunately, like if Sanju Samson gets out, you get in Rian Prag. If Yashasvi Jaiswal gets out, you get in Nitish Rana. And sometimes like you don't stick to him, you also get Shirma and Hitmar as well. You're not showing consistency like a faith in a particular place, especially guys like Nitish Rana who has been so consistent, performed so well in the last domestic season as well. Why can't you like go and tell each and every single player? Why do you want to rotate that, like saying like, okay, no, I want a right hand batsman right now? It's not going to work out. But every single plan, I mean, each and every single team, as I've rightly mentioned in the previous in the same episode sometime back, saying like what, if you're coming like this with a proper plan, they know how exactly you need to get out Rian Prag. They know how exactly you need to get out Sanju Samson. Now coming to the main factor, like Rajasthan, if they stick to the proper batting order, trust me, they're one of the most consistent batting lineup what they ever had. Rian Parag has been consistently performing well at number 4. Not really sure why do want to shuffle with their batting order, up and down, up and down, up and down. No matter what, if he scores 30 and 40 runs, it is not required. They need some kind of consistent batting performance as well. So that, over depend upon again like Yashasvi Jaiswal and Sanju Samson. Yashasvi Jaiswal, no matter what he's performing, but get the same playing 11 no matter what. If you have two left-handers, nothing is wrong in the cricketing game, right? Now, it's still okay. That's the problem with Rajasthan Royals so far in the batting order. That's the only thing, because their bowling lineup, if you look at Jofra Archer, has been steaming in continuously. He's bowling at 145, 150 Ks as well. Okay, so we just have to like be consistent enough. We have to make sure that what exactly is happening. But again, Halsaranga has been performing well. Tikshna has been performing well. So slowly, what exactly has to happen is that like we have to be careful with the same formidable playing attack. Playing 11.
Yes, I want to head over to Romin Bhai for the preview for Lucknow Super Giants. The batting is really clicking very good. The form of Rishabh Pant has been back, a really good sign for Lucknow Super Giants. In the bowling lineup, they have a good news of Mayank Yadav is back to Lucknow Super Giants squad. What are the positives that you are looking in this game that they are going with Rajasthan against Rajasthan?
Before coming to this, our user has asked a question about the combination of Rajasthan Royals to replace Sanju Samson for the someone like Rathod or Dhruv Jurel or Riyan Parag. I personally suggest that the combination of Yashasvi Jaiswal and Sanju Samson at the top is really okay. But I feel that they need to do a little bit of changing in the position of Nitish Rana and the Riyan Parag, I guess. We all know that the Nitish Rana, whenever he got an opportunity, he tried to give whatever he can. We have seen 250s from him. So I feel that, if Yashasvi Jaiswal and Sanju Samson is going to get, the third number will be definitely for someone like Nitish Rana, irrespective of the lefty-righty combination. We have seen that Riyan Parag is doing a good job previous year for them at number four. Number five, you have Jurel, and then it will be the finishing touch for them. In the likes of Simran Hetmar, and they do possess a really good team, but they not been able to find some mojo together as a team. Jofra is there, Sandeep is doing a decent job. Vanindu Hasranga and Tixna, they are these pretty decent team they look like, but somewhere if they are missing some together team unit performances, and they are fail to seize those key moments in a T20 games, and they are suffering as a loss. Coming back to that Lucknow side, Lucknow have a big positive in the form of two openers, Mitchell Marsh and Adian Makram, doing brilliant job for them. They have concern about Rishabh Pant, and it looked like it is going to be a sorted. We have a scene of a glimpse where Abdul Samad is coming and playing the cameo, so that we can say that finish in touch has been covered by them. They are using Ice Badoni as a floater, and he is someone who can control the damage. Coming back to that bowling side, at the starting stage of the tournament, they are suffering with huge losses of someone like Avis Khan, and pretty good to hear that Mayank is back now. So it gives them a really good edge. They have a good bowling side who can perform really well against the. I personally that they are going to do well as a team tonight. And LS is looking a really pretty good unit after 2-3 initial matches. They have found it mojo back, the rhythm back, looking a good settled team. And the Rishabh Pant's form and the Mayank Yadav's return, it will be key to watch tonight. And for the Rajasthan Royal, I guess they definitely want to find some form of their key players, and again, a good contest, a mid-table contest is loading. So overall, we are expecting a great Saturday for us.
Yes, absolutely. It's more of a positives for Lucknow Super Giants and more loads for Rajasthan Royals. I want to ask Anand Bhai about the one question that our viewer has asked about Jofra Archer. Will Jofra Archer get more recognition as he is being underutilized since he bowls his 3 overs very good, but isn't trusted much for the fourth over at the end? As we can see, the last match they lost, which was the last over was bowled by Sandeep Sharma, in which he bowled four wides, one no ball, and one catch drop from Mahesh Tikshna. So, was that the reason of the loss that they had in the because the match went to super over when the only even one run is even considered difference of the win and lose. So, is that over being the considered to the loss? Your thoughts about should Jofra Archer get more recognition or not?
Coming to last match, I think RR have trusted Sandeep Sharma to bowl that in the death and that particular final over, which he's been doing a really good job from past 3-4 seasons. So, but currently, as of now, Jofra is in the form. He's back to his best. So somewhere they missed him, but again they show the trust in Sandeep Sharma to the job. He did it to the utmost, but again that drop catch, we may say that may be the reason. But somewhere they did a mistake in that super over. They should have gone with Jofra, particularly super over. So I don't have issue with them going for 20th over for Sandeep Sharma. So that should not be a much issue. But they did mistake of going again to Sandeep and super over, which did cost them the match. And Jofra, as they said, they are not utilizing him to complete the quota of overs. So with the way Jofra is bowling in the power play, I wish Rajasthan just gives him those 3 overs. If they can just dismantle the top out of the opposition team, then the death overs for the middle and death overs phase for any of his partner bowlers would be easy. So I think somewhere RR have to be uh, tactically sure that Jofra just goes when the power play with 3 overs so that he can dismantle top order. And today's particular match, if he can get Marsh and Puran in the first 6 overs, that will just set them ahead in the match, because those two have become the big contributors for LSG, and they have been taking the opposition bowlers to the hell. So that's what Jofra can do today. He just goes with the 3 overs in the power play. He just gets them get those two big wickets. Then we can see that RR will be controlling the match today.
Yes, one of our viewer has asked, with playoffs on the line, should RR risk playing 14-year-old Vaibhav Suryavanshi or stick with experience? I want to ask
Can I
this
take this
question
question?
to Anirudh about. Yes, Anand bhai, you can also take this question.
Yeah, regarding Sanju Samson, we are not yet sure will he be playing or not. So if he is not playing, I think it's better they would try someone like Vaibhav Suryavanshi. It's exciting, a 14-year guy coming into the IPL. So let's give him there's a proper opportunity. We can just give him a chance and see how he goes. That would be a good prospect. And as the IPL says,
I,
talent
I,
gets
I have
opportunity.
I have one question. I have one question, Anand bhai. To add on to this, okay.
Mhm.
Already we are not seeing any left-handers who are there in the squad. Okay. So they're consistently been sticking on to the right-left combination till the end. Okay. We have top three left-handers in the top. In the 5 players, you have what? Yashasvi Jaiswal, Nitish Rana, Shirman Hitmayer. Okay.
Yeah.
And another left-hander being added to the squad. I don't think they will do it.
But again, right lefty combo is overrated. If you are a good player, you're a good player, irrespective of post, irrespective of pitch conditions.
So I mean,
Sometimes,
in that particular situation, do you think Nitish Rana cannot play?
of course, he can play. He should play. He should be batting at number 3,
Exactly.
irrespective of
That is
irrespective of
the
any
problem right now.
opponent, any condition. He has to be at 3.
Exactly. Now my question is again: Vaibhav Suryanshi, another left-hander player, will be at the top or bottom?
That's a tricky one to answer. But in that
Exactly.
sense,
That's
in that sense, Nitish should go down. Surely Riyan Parag would again come at 3. In that sense, he's seeking the RS from past 4 5 matches. So in that
Mhm.
terms, we can bring in someone like Rathore instead of Vaibhav Suryavanshi. That's it.
Okay.
I
So
think,
if
but
you get it,
Rathod is again a left-handed batsman. So
yeah,
I think Rajbhai, just to want to say that lefty-righty combination and all those stuff. I don't think so that you need to consider when you are forming a team combination. We have seen the SR at top order who does possess the 3 left-handers.
by
But
that's
definitely
that's
yes.
exactly been the plan. Why we are saying right now is that
Yes.
SRH is also looking vulnerable. They have top three left-handers in the top. The bowlers are outplaying them in each and every single match. That's why we are not seeing their bat talking right now. It's only they are talking. Once in a blue moon, like first match they perform, sixth match they perform, and rest remaining 4 matches again it's going on a wane. The
I
same
still
thing
think that
happened.
I still think that batsmen, what the caliber they do possess, are the
We
batsmen
have
who
the
go from the
caliber.
ball one. Yeah, they are a
I'm
more
not.
risk taker compared to someone like SSV Jaiswal, and if you rope in the Nitish Rana and you bring the Vaibhav Suryavanshi, I think that they are playing a bit percentage cricket compared to what Travis said, Abhishek Sharma and Ishan Kishan is doing. See that not a great deliveries have taken their wicket, but they have thrown away that wickets most of the time, I guess. So they need, once they are starting to put that particular value on their wicket, you may see the result as well. So overall, till now the things are not worked for them. Another thing is that I want to mention. Just go through that particular IPL slot. You don't find any good classy item of spinner as well. So maybe the fast you are just going to negate particular fast bowler, especially left-handed bowlers. You can definitely score some runs. So that whenever the lefties are at the top order, I think either of one should play some sensible game. Other can go aggressively and try to combine it in that way. This is not all about. We all know the T20 game is that to run, score, and etc. But the sense is also matter a lot. So I guess in case of a SRH situation, they all are throwing away their wickets. I think either of one is going to play a longer inning, it will be
Exactly.
great for them.
I was actually waiting for this particular answer, Romin. Bhai. You know why? They're throwing away the wickets because they're lack in the partnership. They're completely depend upon, like, if Travis Head is depend upon Abhishek Sharma depending upon Ishan Kishan depending upon Nitish Kumar Reddy, and list goes on and goes on. The same way why Rajasthan is also saying, like, if I get out, they have another left-hander. If I get out, I have another left-hander. The responsibility also come into the picture. It's a team game. Everybody should perform. That's exactly missing for the teams who are at the bottom right now. Exactly. I mean, I don't want to deny this particular fact. Yes, that's exactly same thing happened with RCB yesterday. I still agree. Partnerships was not there. And when you come to the matter of T20, there has to be someone, like, even though, like, even if you have 10, 11 left-handers also, you need to show that kind of intent. Every single batsman coming out with a different potential. Every single batsman who are coming out to play the cricket is something different. You should be having a ready game plan, and you should be looking on and sticking on to the partnership. If you're not doing that, then definitely it's not going to work out for any particular teams.
I just want to add one more positive point in favor of Vaibhav Suryavanshi. As we know that in today's cricket age, that more data is available to study about any batter's technique or any bowler's approach, how he approaches the game. For in terms of SRH openers, as Roman Bell also said, they throw their wickets. But I want to say that they both are the top hand batters. They pick their bats very long from the batting, what I said, head. So it is really good for the smashing the ball. But when a bowler tries to cramp him, they should bowl in their body line or too wide. Don't give them room. So these plans are from each and every bowling side for every batter. We can say that KKR openers are also failing. Even MI openers, when Rohit Sharma is not getting the rhythm that he used to get. For Rajasthan, Sanju Samson is struggling. So it can also be a good option if Vaibhav Suryavanshi comes. He's a totally surprise for all the bowlers in IPL that they don't have much of his data available. He can be a next big thing because the likes of Priyansh Arya, as we say, this season he played his first inning, played with aggression, scored 40 or 50 odd runs. In next matches he also came with aggression. In next he scored a century. So it is also a good thing if a new batter comes in. There are very less data available of him. How should we tackle him? How should we target him? For the experienced batters, as they know how to handle these situations, that's why we prefer experienced ones. uh, One of our viewer has asked some question. RR is not working on their playing 11. They are just shuffling every game, which has resulted in poor performance from till now. Yes, definitely. They are just shuffling their game, picking a right hand, left hand combination for the better counter for the bowling of opposition. Um it's definitely a mistake from them. They should carry on the and back the players that are performing really well, likes of Nitish Rana and Yashasvi Jaiswal. Both are really firing good. Riyan Parag is having a really bad season, I would say. Last season, he was really promising, scoring 450 plus runs. But this season, the responsibility that he should take, it's been missing from his side. Let's move ahead from this point. I want to hear some key players from Sagar Bhai, which has been so quiet from all this discussion. It's your turn now, Sagar Bhai, to own the stage. Please lead
Yes, I
us.
think just to add on to the previous, pointer that we had from one of our viewers, Snags by that RR has been shuffling a lot, and that is what actually surprised me because you have a T20 World Cup winning coach there in the form of Rahul Dravid and Vikram Rathore, and we saw in previous years T20 World Cup that throughout the 11 games what India played, their lineup was very, I mean, they didn't change a single player. It was totally consistent. We saw that Shivam Dubey was not performing yet. India kept playing him, and there was no changes whatsoever in the playing 11. So seeing that inconsistency this year in RR is what is surprising me, and especially the shuffling in batting order. I think again the right left combination is too much overused. If a player is capable, if he's in form, he can pretty much take on any bowler. Like let's say if a left-handed, let's say if Nitish Rana comes in and they bring in a right arm off spinner or a leg spinner, if he's in form, he can pretty much take him up. We saw him taking out Ashwin totally when they played against CSK. So I think that you need to trust the players there. And now again, coming to a question about the key players. So I'll give three players from each teams. One from Rajasthan. I would say if Sanju Samson plays, owing that hopefully nothing serious has happened to him. If Sanju Samson plays, he holds the key for them. And again, I would say Nitesh Rana, because he's looked in great form, and it is important that they give him more balls to play so that Rajasthan can score big. And obviously Jofra Archer again. I think they are not trusting him so much because he's come back in form, and the way he's bowling in the first few overs, I'm pretty sure that even in death he can come back in the same way. So I think that these three, Samson, Nitish Rana, and Jofra Archer, are the key players for Rajasthan. And when it comes to Lucknow Super Giants, I think their opener Aiden Markram, because on one side you have Mitchell Marsh who fires really well, and on the other side you have Aiden Markram who's played that anchor role very well. In the first few matches, he didn't look in great form, but I think after that one particular innings where he got about 20 odd runs in a quick time, after that he's been firing and he's been consistent. Except for the failure in previous match against CSK, I think Aiden Markham will go good today as well. And obviously Nicholas Puran, I think in the current T20 era, that man is the best T20 batter that we have seen, who can literally smash any kind of bowler, beat spinners, fast bowlers, or anybody there. I think he can literally smash anyone out of the ground. And when it comes to bowling, I'm actually going ahead with Ravi Bishnoi, because we saw that in the previous match when it was played in Jaipur, there was something for the spinners. We saw that Krunal Pandya did really well, and then from Rajasthan, even though they picked one wicket, it was Kumar Kartikeya who did really well. So I think again Ravi Bishnoi has also shown his consistency in the past 2-3 matches. So yes, Aiden Markram, Nicholas Puran, and Ravi Bishnoi for Lucknow Super Giants.
Yes, Sagar Bhai, some valuable additions to his points. He added about Aiden Markram, Nicholas Puran, and Ravi Bishnoi. The rest, I want to ask Raj Bhai about the Rishabh Pant, Ayush Badoni, and David Miller. Is David Miller being underutilized, or the
I
Abdul Samad cameos are not
I
firing
actually
well?
wanted that to Anirudh to answer.
Yes. The question over to you, Anirudh, about the middle order of Lucknow Super Giants. As till now, we have seen that Nicholas Puran has been firing, Mitchell Marsh is firing, Aiden Markram is going really good. Rishabh Pant came back to form. What about the finishing and if there is any collapse, are they able to survive that? With the help of Abdul Samad, Ayush Badoni, and David Miller, because they are playing very less balls to stay in the form.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, like if you see in the game against Mumbai Indians, which LSG played in Lucknow, Mitchell Marsh gave them a blistering start, but after that, Nicholas Puran didn't perform in that match. Aiden Markram scored a half century in that match. Mitchell Marsh also got out, but after that, if you see Ayush Badoni and David Miller scored some crucial 20 plus scores. If you see, in fact, Ayush Badoni scored 40 plus in that match, and David Miller was the one who took LSG past 200 in that match, and LSG won that match. Even against KKR in Eden Gardens, if we see, like even in that match also, like the middle order did well. I think it's only Rishabh Pant's form which has been a little concerning, but even he came back to form against CSK in the last match where he scored 64. So I think slowly the middle order of LSG is coming back to form now. Initially, it was even initially, if we see in Hyderabad, also Abdul Samad, he finished the game against Sunrisers Hyderabad. So, but this middle order concern is we are feeling only because majority of the times Mitchell Marsh, Aiden Markram, and Nicholas Puran have been performing for LSG, so they have always been in the limelight, and we have not been able to notice these small contributions from Ayush Badoni, David Miller down the order. Even if against GT also, if you see in their previous match which LSG won, in that match also Ayush Badoni finished the match for LSG. So they have been contributing, but they have been silently contributing. Maybe if the top order fails, then they might have to do a bigger contribution than the top order. So yeah.
Can I ask you a counter question here? Like, uh, how do you try to explain form, consistency, and momentum?
Consistency is how frequency at which they are performing.
In the
Like
sense,
they might perform 2 matches, then they might fail 1 match, then again they might perform 3 matches. If that is the case, then maybe that is consistency. Now, like how Puran is performing now, 1 match he
he
fails,
failed.
but then 2 matches he performs. Yeah,
He failed.
you can't perform every match. No, one failure, 2 failures will come, but still consistent. No, it should not be like Liam Livingston where you are failing 5 matches in a row. Like that, it shouldn't be. But
Come on,
That is
Livingston
called
also scored
consistency
an
in
half
failing.
century.
Even he is inconsistent.
Livingston also scored half century.
only in 1 match out of 7 matches.
Rishabh Pant.
Yeah, Rishabh Pant, he was not in form, but he came back to form in the
Ayush
previous.
Badoni also scoring just like 20s and 30s.
That is because top order is doing most of the work. That's why. Mitchell Marsh and Aiden Markram. Even Aiden Markram got scored 2 half centuries. He also got man of the match. So they are always
Hmm.
doing the most of the work for LSG.
Okay, let me ask this
Middle
particular
order is just
question.
for finishing. That's the thing.
Middle order is just for finishing. Then what is the role of a death batsman?
Yeah, finishing only. That's why finishing you can score only 20 to 30 runs now down the order.
Finishing is what? Like, I mean, even if a player scores like 25, 30 runs in just like 8 or 9 balls, just like how yesterday Wadhera did for Punjab Kings. Somewhere like everybody, I mean, even the top order was also not looking promising yesterday.
Yeah,
Iyer failed. So you talk about Iyer's question right now. Is he in a form or not in a form?
yeah, he is in form, but little inconsistent, I would say, because
Okay.
2 matches I think
Consistent.
he has performed. Yeah,
Okay, he's consistent in inconsistency.
inconsistent. So
Good boy, yeah. Okay. Pratik
Thank you.
bhai, yeah. If teams
But
are
the team,
changing more, I think they are not settled with their team formation.
Just,
uh,
just, just a
yes,
second. I wanted to add one more point. I think Pratik Bhai, in the previous question, he mentioned about David Miller. I would definitely say is that David Miller is being very much underutilized in LSG. He is not being utilized to his full potential. If you're sending someone like Abdul Samad is really good as a finisher, but if you're sending him before David Miller, it doesn't make sense because David Miller is a kind of player who takes at least that 3 to 4 balls to get settled out there, and he's not someone who comes in and hits from the ball one. So I think David Miller needs to be promoted more up the order, somewhere before Samad, let's say about 3 down or 4 down. And yeah, that is where I think he can show his full potential because the top order is completely packed. So I think 3 down or 4 down is somewhere that would suit David Miller. Yes, Rajbhat.
Okay.
no, it should be like
One more.
Mitchell Marsh, Aiden Markram opening, Puran at number 3, Badoni at number 4, Miller at number 5. Like that.
We'll come to the order later on in the segment.
where is the
I have to
captain
take this
Rishabh Pant?
question. Okay. So is there a scope for Akash Madhwal in the squad in the place of Tushar Sagar?
Yes, definitely. Akash Madhwal should play in place of Tushar Deshpande because I've always believed that Tushar Deshpande is not that much of an effective because he gets most of his wickets in the death overs and he's not someone who can bowl in different phases as well. He can, I mean when you bring him in power play, he gets bashed left and right. Probably 1 or 2 matches might go good, but out of 10, 8 matches he'll get bashed left and right in the power play, and even in death overs also he might pick a wicket. But again, let's say you give about 20 or 22 runs in your in 1 over and then picking up 1 wicket. I don't think somewhere at the end of the day that is still a benefit for the batting team because you have got about 22 runs in that full over. And Akash Madhwal, I think just the previous season he did it. he didn't get much of an opportunities for Mumbai Indians, but we saw in 2023 what he's capable of. He has those very good Yorkers. He nails those Yorker really well and with consistency. And again, when he was given the chance to bowl in power play, also when he was with Mumbai Indians in 2023, he was pretty much decent. So I definitely feel that Akash Madhwal should be preferred over Tushar Deshpande.
Okay, and an additional question asked by Infinite Sports. Infinite Sports, I mean, thank you so much for being commenting us, and also do subscribe for us, and also do like, share, and also share it with your friends as well. If Mayank plays, who does he replace? Shardul, Avesh, or Akashdeep? Uh, Romin bhai.
I think if Mayank is playing in the 11, that will be more chances that Akashdeep is going to be a bench. We have seen that whatever opportunity that Akashdeep has got, he doesn't look like that, that compact T20 bowler, I guess. No doubt about his ability to bowling with the new ball, but I guess that it was missing compared to what Shardul and Awas bring to the table. So the comparing these three, I guess Akashdeep chances are really less. And once you have a Mayank Yadav is in the team, I guess he's going to add a lot of value in the particular bowling lineup. And that is something really good news for the LSC, I guess. And the crucial juncture of the tournament, they are getting that premier fast bowler. But still, he's coming back from the injury, and we might don't see that kind of a rhythm, I guess. It is still early days to say this, but generally the fast bowler need 1 or 2 games to find that lethal rhythm. But overall, good things happening for the LSD now compared to at the start of the tournament what they were.
Okay. Yes, Pratik bhai, we were actually waiting for you to answer this one. Uh,
Absolutely.
one
One
of
of
our
our
subscriber
viewer is
again, like,
asking.
if
Yes,
teams are
yes.
changing
Carry.
more, I think they are not settled with their team formation. And now again, like he asked a counter question for this. Now only talking about shuffling is not good, and telling about team change. What is this?
His first question was why are all telling to change Liam Livingston when RCB is trusting? As we all know that people blame RCB about not trusting their players, but team change in mid-season is a different thing than trusting players because RCB don't retain or get back the players in the auction. That is what we call as trusting. And if Liam Livingston is, there are different situation in matches. If your team is doing good, if your team is doing bad, if you are 4 down in 20 runs, if you have 180 plus and only 2 wickets down, your situation and your what needs to teams, the ask is different. So for Liam Livingston, I would say there are much better talents are sitting in the bench that can capitalize the opportunity that yesterday what we expect from Liam Livingston as what experience that he has got in the various corners of the world that he has played in these situations, like when he came to bat at 2.4 overs. I would say it is just in between power plays that we know that Liam Livingston is good at playing pace attacks rather than spin. He got to play the pace. Still, he was not able to fire against Punjab Kings. He was not able to even hold the wicket, as neither all the batters had did the same thing. But Liam Livingston, we can say that it affects the other batters also, like the Jitesh Sharma concern. He is not also looking promising because both of them kindly related to each other as number 5 and number 6. Because if someone fires, the pressure already releases from the others. So both are not firing, and it somehow has some uh, issue that Liam Livingston has not been able to fire in IPL over the years. He has 1 or 2 good innings in each season, but rest it's just 20 or 30 runs odd, any not any special innings from him, not match winning innings. So that's why we all saying that Jacob Bethel should get a chance because it's already a 7 match and a halfway, as you don't want your team to lose the momentum after coming so good till the halfway. There you are in top 4. If we lose 2 or 3 more games, it will be a shift to downward, and the momentum will start changing again. Team will do more changes. rather than you are on a good note half the season, you can make a good batting change. Because Liam Livingston is not bowling. If he was bowling, then I must have said that to stick with him, but he's not getting the overs that he should get in the middle. Yesterday's match was a different scenario, only 14 overs to be bowled. But in previous matches also, we are not seeing Liam Livingston bowl much overs that we say that he can bowl, and he can be valuable addition because he can bowl leg spin also and off spin also. So if the management is not utilizing him in with his bowling, his batting is really a concern. That's why we are expecting the change. So it's not about the shuffling. Shuffling is between the numbers. The player you are sending to open, it will come to 4 down, 2 down. This is called shuffling. It really affects the batter's mindset. That was all the explanation for Mahesh Bhai's question. I want to move to the last segment of our live podcast, that about predictions. Roman, why first of all you? What a team should choose when they win the toss on the Jaipur pitch, Savai Mansingh Stadium, and who will win?
I think considering the atmosphere thing, I think teams want to prefer the chasing, I guess. So winning the toss that second due to the due things are also there. And in my opinion, today's game, I think that Rajasthan is going to win tonight.
Yes, yes, definitely. Over to you, Sagar. By the same question about the how the pitch is gonna behave, and because in last match we see that totally one-sided game for RCB. As in second innings, it was a lot easier to bat on. So I am expecting the toss-winning team choose to bowl first. And your predictions for who's winning today?
Yes, talking about Jaipur pitch, I think Jaipur, like what we have seen the trends in the past IPL, it has not been that kind of high scoring pitch. So I think somewhere it will be around 170s, 170s, 180s only. I don't think it should go above that. So yeah, if you win the toss, you should bowl first, because even in the last year's IPLs, what we saw in some of the night matches, that the teams that were chasing were actually getting the advantage. So win the toss and bowl first. And coming to my predictions, I'm picking Lucknow Super Giants to win this match.
Okay, so it is one vote for Lucknow again. Uh, one, I'm asking to Raj Bhai about predictions for today's second match.
LSG.
It's all in favor of Lucknow. Anirudh Bhai, your predictions.
I'm going with Halla Ball.
Yes, definitely. We got one supporter from Rajasthan Royals for today's match. Anand Bhai, your predictions.
Even I'm going with RR.
Yes. Uh, Okay, so we have a couple of different opinions on this match. Two votes for Rajasthan, three votes for Lucknow Super Giants. I am also supporting Lucknow Super Giants because there are more of a positive sides on this side with the batting, with the bowling, and
Pratik
hoping
Bhai,
they.
Pratik Bhai always does like this. Morning he will go for all the double header matches. Morning he will go against me. In the evening he'll come and join me. Eh?
Nah, nah, not about that. Like
And,
I am
and
saying
Pratik bhai,
about a
I
lot
told
more
Rajasthan.
positive things.
I
Okay,
told
Roman Bhai
Rajasthan,
also
so
told
it's a
Rajasthan, so
3-3.
it's 3-2. Sorry, 3-3. It
3-3.
got 3-3 by. I am on your side. You said in night matches I came to your side, right? Right. Okay, by I am supporting LSG
I
also
think
from the start.
I think 2-3 question to Anirudh. I think he should answer that related to the
Which one?
RCB. One question has been asked by our user, Mr. Pratik,
One question
about the
from our
RCB's
viewer.
batting performance.
What went wrong with RCB's batting last night? Anirudh Bhai, special fans, special questions to you.
No, like I think it was a very important toss to win for the Punjab Kings, and once RCB were batting first, I think they were trying to go too ultra aggressive. I think they didn't understand the conditions well. They should have batted a little cautiously and They should have understood that the conditions are assisting the bowlers a little bit, so they should have looked to take it a little slowly, like maybe start a little slowly, and then maybe try to attack in the middle overs, and then if a few wickets are falling, then again slow down, then again attack. Like that, they should have mixed like caution with aggression. But I think straight away the first ball itself, Salt went for he hit a boundary of the first ball, but then from then onwards we knew that okay, RCB is looking to go only one way. They are looking to go only to bash everyone. They are looking to blast everyone, and I think that approach didn't work because that approach is more of a hit or miss approach. If it connects, then you can people will appreciate. But more often than not, it's not going to connect. You should like. Uh, I don't know, but yesterday's RCB's batting approach looked similar to SRH's batting approach. Sometimes, like even SRH were wanting to score 300 and all those things. That time also we questioned the batting approach of SRH. Yesterday's RCB's batting approach also looked similar. They should look in Chinnaswamy. I think historically we have been saying that it's very tough to defend totals in Chinnaswamy, and you need to score 200 plus. Then only you can win. Like that, people have been saying. Maybe I think that is running in RCB's players' mind, but the conditions this year in Chinnaswamy are different to the conditions last year. I don't think the pitch is that much a belter. In fact, I would say that Hyderabad pitch is is assisting the batters more than Chinnaswamy pitch in this season. In Chinnaswamy, actually, it is assisting the bowlers. So if RCB is batting first, if they can get to 180, 190, I think that will be a match-winning score. If RCB and I think RCB can defend 180 to 190 with the bowling attack which they are having. So they don't need to go too hard, and they don't need to always fix in their mind that they need to score 200 plus if they are batting first in Chinnaswamy. They should just go there, enjoy themselves, understand the conditions, bat according to the conditions, start a little slowly, calm down, relax, and they should bat. Then I think they can get to that 180 to
2020
190.
it is 2020. It is not a 50-over game for you to take time, adjust and get settled. If you're taking time, you see exactly what has happened yesterday. You will have pressure building upon you. In the end overs, you'll just score 30-40 runs, which will actually give you a competitive score, but not the score where exactly you can defend. What Nehal Wadhera did yesterday was he came in the first, in 8 or 9 balls, he smashed all those like 25-30 runs, which is exactly required for any particular team at a different situation. Right?
Yeah, they need to
As
take
simple as
calculated
that.
risks. Yes, they
Anirudh
need
bhai,
to take
you
Yeah, I
calculated
said
risks. Just
I understand
RCB
that. No,
batting
what
is
I'm saying
playing
is
like
like
Okay,
they are
let's.
taking the attacking approach and keep on losing wickets. No, you should keep wickets in hand. Then only that aggression will work. Because yesterday, at one stage, we were talking whether they would even cross 50. Like that, we were discussing. No, they shouldn't be losing wickets like that.
Don't discuss, leave it. Watch the match, enjoy. Why do you want to discuss? It's not required for us.
Anirudh
As
bhai,
simple
you
as that.
said about RCB batting was trying to be like Sunrisers Hyderabad batting, that they want to score 300. What do you think RCB batters were thinking at the start of the innings? What score they were assuming to be on within the 14 overs? 200 plus?
Any score at Chinnaswamy Stadium, if you're batting first, is less. If you're scoring more than 250, then only it will be a competitive score where exactly you can defend.
No, I won't agree with that because and yesterday RCB, in fact, even the 95 runs which RCB scored yesterday, RCB were in a winning position. Imagine if Nehal Wadhera didn't make that contribution of 33 and gotten out for zero,
I
then
don't
maybe
want to
RCB could have
imagine.
had a
It's
chance
all
to.
done and dusted. It's all done and
No,
dusted. It's done and
no,
dusted. It's
yeah,
done
it's
and
done and
dusted.
dusted. With RCB's
Done
bowling
and
attack, they
dusted.
can defend 180, 190. With the current bowling attack
That,
RCB is
see,
having.
you had plans for Priyan Charya, you had plans for Prabhu Simran Singh, you had plans for Shreya Iyer, you had plans for who? Stoinis. Everybody, you had plans. Okay, you had. I mean, no, we know Maxwell will not play in this particular game. Nehal Wadhera was there. He was contributing big. As simple as that. Leave it. It's done. Batting collapse. We have already spoken in our starting of the show. Again and again, we are repeating the same thing. Let's not get elaborated. We are wasting our time on the match, which is already done and dusted. We have given our review for almost like 30 minutes.
No, someone asked in the comment section.
I
Yeah.
I see everything. We will ask, take the comments. We will respond for a 30 seconds, 40 seconds. We need to leave it there. As simple as that. Cool.
Okay,
That's
so
all, folks. Whatever we had for this particular episode of our review. With that being said, thank you all those people who have been continuously supporting us. Please do like, share, and do comment as well. With that being said, we will be joining soon as our first match is getting started in quite some time right now. And till next time, take care. Bye bye, and love you all, and see you.